The Westminster Foundation for Democracy, in partnership with the British High Commission in the Gambia, commenced a 2-day seminar for the National Assembly's Select Committee on Gender, Children and Social Welfare under the theme Advocacy on Inclusion and Equality. The objective of this seminar is to raise the awareness and understanding of lawmakers on inclusion and equality as a means to identify and address barriers to quality participation and increase representation of women in decision-making institutes and women in politics in general. Women's political participation is a fundamental requisite for gender equality and genuine democracy. It facilitates women's direct engagement in public decision-making, and it is a means of ensuring better accountability for women. Speaking at the opening ceremony, the country representative of the Westminster Foundation for Democracy, Madi Jobade, says the 2-day seminar is geared towards promoting gender equality and the active participation of women in politics.
Enhance their knowledge and skills and commitment to gender equality and women's representation. So the entire activity is geared towards actually promoting gender equality, the active participation of women in politics, but particularly their representation. And in that process, having a specific committee for gender, it is to engage with that committee so that given their role as oversight, given their role in representation and in lawmaking, in budgeting, to look at things from that perspective, that point of view, that any law we make, how gender sensitive is this law? The budget that we deliver or approve, how gender sensitive, how does this budget serve the needs and welfare of women and girls, but also within the broader context as inclusion, persons with disabilities, and other marginalized groups in the society.
Honorable Maimuna Sise, a member of the Gender Committee, extended her sincere gratitude and appreciation to the Westminster Foundation for Democracy for their continuous collaboration and support to the National Assembly. Honorable Sise further highlights their expectations towards the end of the 2-day seminar.
By the end of the 2 days, the honorable members, the subject matter specialists and support staff of the Select Committee on Gender, Children and Social Welfare are expected to acquire a better skills and a greater understanding of the concept and skills of oversight needed to be monitored all gender-related policies and programs effectively and efficiently.
She added that the forum will enable them to gain a deeper understanding of global phenomena relating to institutes, trends, and development initiatives targeting women and girls.
The Gambia is not an island. This forum should therefore enable us to gain a deeper insight into a global phenomena related to institutions, trends, and development initiatives targeting the women and girls, and call for all thorough review of our policies and priorities, thereby aligning them with the global realities to enable the Gambia to honor its international obligation on women's equality, empowerment, and development.
Since independence in 1965, numerous laws and policies have been passed to advance gender equality and women's rights in the Gambia. However, the representation of women in positions of power and decision-making within public and private bodies and representation institutes at the national and local levels and within political parties remains low. The inclusion of women's rights and gender equality principle is a global trend. According to the UN Women's Constitution database, issues related to gender equality are typically addressed through constitutional amendment and constitution-making processes. The Westminster Foundation for Democracy presented the project to strengthen the National Assembly Committee on Gender, Children and Social Welfare to raise political will in supporting of increasing women's political participation in decision-making at the national and local levels. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Ramatullah Jao.